So the winner of the recently concluded Big Brother Naija season 6 was a housemate called Whitemoney, and a lot of some of the fans of some other housemates, parent fans, I'm looking at you, complained that it was unfair that he won because they felt like he gathered a lot of sympathy to himself by being an obvious underdog. So I guess the question is that true? And if it is, why do we vote for the underdog? Exactly. Why do we as human beings tend to root for the underdog? Hi, I'm Israel. Welcome back to my channel. I guess it's been a while since I filmed and uploaded a video. I had a few things to sort out, and then I guess life just got in the way for a while. But I'm back. I know you missed me. I'm here now. I missed you guys a lot too. Today's video is going to be a little bit about Big Brother, because it's part of the basis for the video. Like, it's the whole reason I got this idea for the topic in the first place, and also try to look a bit behind the reason of why people feel like the underdog tends to win, or why people tend to root for the underdogs in a lot of situations. You see, the whole uproar over Whitemoney winning this season of Big Brother Naija was not helped by although it was pretty obvious he would win with the way voting was going, and if we're not going to deceive ourselves, it was genuinely obvious that Whitemoney would win the show, because the voters, should I call it, I don't know, the voting statistics, it was pretty obvious that Whitemoney would win. The whole uproar over him winning was not helped by the fact that a previous winner, the season 4 winner to be precise, Mercy, it got exposed that a few of the things she said on the show that garnered her sympathy were actually lies. Although she claimed that she was partially on the show due to a lack of money and wanted to help her family out, it was revealed she revealed it herself, so it's not as if somebody else claimed it, that she owned several cars. I think she said 3 cars before the show started, and even had a house. Like, she had built a house before the show started, and so her foray into Big Brother Naija, she was not in any way cash strapped. So people were a bit outraged that she had come on the show and claimed poverty and being destitute, when in actuality that was not her situation at all. And they felt like her claims of being from a bit of a poor background kind of contributed to her win, like in that season. Even last year's winner, that's the season 5 winner, it can be kind of argued in his case. Like, a lot of his claim to fame, or a lot of his part of his support was gathered a bit by some of the occurrences that happened last year between him and another contestant, as Erica. So, but the truth is that yes, Mercy, Lekan, Whitemoney, it can be kind of argued that a lot of things, like one of the major factors that contributed to their win was the sympathy that people felt for them and the situation they were in life. But the truth is, if you think about it, is it really true that them being the underdog guaranteed their win? And if that is true, why exactly do we support the underdog? One of the major reasons why people tend to support the underdog is the increased excitement, I guess, from the winner not being assured. Nobody likes a predictable game. Nobody likes the fact, like, if there's a game, a contestant that is meant to be free, as I said, that is meant to be free, a contest or a competition that is meant to be like free and fair, nobody likes the winner being obvious at the start. It makes it very boring. It makes it feel like everything is just predetermined and there's no use like for anybody else to put in effort. That if they put in that effort, what does it bring them at the end of the day? Because they have gained nothing basically, because everybody had already known the winner at the start of the show, so everything else was just routine. People want to see David defeat Goliath. People want to see Harry defeat Voldemort with an Expelliarmus against Avacadabra. People don't want to see Goliath beating David. If Goliath beats David, there is no news, because that is what is expected to happen. Goliath is a giant. But if David, a small kid, should defeat Goliath, a how many foot tall giant, it's big news. It's wild, because that's something that you didn't expect to happen. Number 2, the underdog is relatable. See, the thing is, most of these shows, these reality TV shows, these competitions, these TV contests, they are watched by the average person, and the average person has average worries. They might not have like a lot of money, they have things to worry about, bills, and they have to worry about things in life going wrong and emergencies. So when you see somebody that they feel like they can relate to, that this person has passed through the things that I'm passing through right now, this person is somebody that is also struggling the same way I'm struggling. See, there's that tendency to want them to win. You want that person to move forward in life. You want that person to also succeed, because you hope by seeing that person succeed, it also means that later you succeed too. Another reason that people tend to support the underdog is schadenfreude. It's a term that basically boils down to people taking pleasure in the loss of the strongest player. See, the thing is, I've noticed this phenomenon. I started watching Big Brother last year. I also noticed it last year too. People seem to have a strong aversion to the perceived strongest player, especially if the person makes it obvious that they know that they have this, I guess, perceived advantage over the other housemates. If the perceived strongest player by the viewers also perceives himself as strong, or like is kind of arrogant about the fact that okay, he feels like he's better than the other housemates in some way, people seem to a lot of people tend to go against that person, although it does attract them some fans. But at the same time, a lot of viewers tend to like go against that person because they feel like, okay, this person is too arrogant, we want to bring them low, we want to bring them down. And so they find somebody else who is, I guess, who is not an obvious win, who is not an obvious favorite, and they tend to support that person because they feel like, okay, this person is going to deserve this win more because they are coming from a lower place than this other person who is actually strong, who they feel does not need the win. To be brutally honest, what I'm going to say next is probably going to offend a lot of people, but hear me out. See, I believe just being an underdog is not enough to guarantee you a win or to guarantee you people's votes, because there have been so many underdogs in Big Brother that just did not make the cut and did not win. I feel like Mercy's win was partially due to the fact that, apart from people liking her personality, I feel like it was a main reason for her win was that year a lot of people had been kicking against the fact that there had been no female winner of Big Brother Naija. So I feel like that year there was this clamor among the fans for there to be a female winner for Big Brother Naija, since the viewership of Big Brother Naija is actually hugely female. Like a larger percentage of the viewers are female, so are women and girls and people like that. So I feel like there was a clamor among the fans that year for there to be a female winner. And the actual main contender, and everybody admits this, Tacha, got disqualified right before the final show. She got disqualified in the final week, right before a few days before the final show where the winner will be announced. And it's actually believed, even I will be honest, I do believe it too, that if she had stayed back, if she hadn't gotten disqualified a tiny bit unfairly, she would have actually won the show. That's also a fan theory for that year. Fast forward to the next year. Lekon was an underdog, yes, but see, the situation between him and Erica that year also kind of contributed to the sympathy that the fans gave him for his love I guess the love triangle he was involved with, and the fact that he liked a girl who kind of did not like him because of a few things. He could not, like physical features, he could not help, and then she ended up body shaming him and went out in a blaze of glory and got disqualified. So he kind of got a lot of people like sympathetic towards him and feeling like, oh, like just because he's this and this and this doesn't mean you should disqualify him. Anybody can be somebody. That kind of thinking and mentality, that kind of contributed to his win last year. And this year, see, although yeah, my favorite housemate this year was Rose, White Money absolutely 1000% deserved that win. White Money was the cook of the house. He cleaned the house, and this is not something he did one day. I'm talking about for the full 10 weeks. He basically organized the house. I think this was the 1 year that, since for a long time on Big Brother, that there was no argument about food or food not being enough. He basically took over the management of a lot of things. So he put in the work. If you like, you can say it was tactics. That is your problem. Everybody came in with their tactics. It's not his fault that his own was so successful. It's not as if he came in with his tactics that it did not work. If it's easy, go and do it. I'm serious. Do you know how stressful it is to cook for 24 people? 24 people. Do you know how stressful it is for one person to be cooking breakfast, lunch and dinner for 24 people? Do you think what? That one is beans, or that one are beans? Do you think it's something simple or something easy? He managed their food stuff. He kind of got them around for cleaning. He gave advice. So say what you want to say. If you like that Pere is kind of athletic, or like Cross's fine face. I do like Rose. I don't know why, but I really do like Rose. She's pretty. I like her character, and I would have loved for her to win. But the truth is, I am not mad at White Money winning, because he absolutely 1000% deserves that win. He worked for it, and if it was a strategy, bravo to him. His strategy was on point, and his strategy made him successful, and I'm happy for him that it worked. That contributes to why I think it's not just about being an underdog, because trust me, they haven't many underdogs on every season. It's not just one underdog per season. There are several people that can be categorized under underdogs, as underdogs in a particular season. But I feel like people also need to find a particular quality that you embody for them to say, okay, yes, this person is an underdog, and also they do this. You don't just have to be an underdog. You have to be an underdog that people feel deserves to win, not just an underdog. People also have to feel you deserve that win. Also, it's not just about just being an underdog. It doesn't guarantee you the win. You also have to have the particular quality that people are looking for. In Mercy, sorry to say, for that year it was being a lady. In Lekon, it was the sympathy and a little bit his musical talent. And in White Money, it was just his ethics, his work ethics, and his general disposition towards life, and his fun personality. And to me, that is what I feel about that. So thanks for watching this video. Because I'm glad to be back. I can't wait to keep posting, start posting more and more and more. I have so many videos lined up for you guys, and I have I don't know, there's a particular one I'm excited about, my Queen Amina of Zaria video. I have wanted to make that video for 2 years. I just started this year, but still I wanted to post a video about Amina of Zaria for 2 years, for you to know how much I love that. And there's a film coming out on Netflix this month, right a few days after my video, so I'm excited for that too. I feel like this year is just working out for me. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on whether you think what I just said was nonsense or not, or whether you think I'm right, or whether you think I'm wrong, or whether you feel like it has nothing to do with anything. Bye.